Okay, I think I'm in here. Hi, Soila, you're on already. Oh, I see. You gave me your message at 2:04 p.m. Okay. Nobody's in yet. I'm just trying to figure it out here. I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone today because I'm doing this on my computer. That's why my view is a little bit weird. So let's see. I just got notified that I'm live. Nice. Okay. I see one is on. Is that you, Crystal? Oh, here she is. Hi.
Hi. So sorry. I had to
no,
do a whole login thing. Hi.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
My volume's down. Let me see. Oh, my volume was all the way down. Maybe it was me.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes. It was probably me.
I hear a little echo. If you wanted to lower it a little bit, that way.
Okay.
I'm going to open
Is that better there?
Hello. Hello. Yeah. Sorry.
It's better there?
Yeah.
No echoes? Okay, good. I know it said on there that I should use headphones. I don't have headphones for these, though. Let me see.
It should be okay.
Oh, I do. I probably do have headphones, but they're downstairs. So I don't know. Do you think it's worth getting the headphones, or should I just go like this?
I think it should be fine. Let me lower you. Sorry.
That's
use
okay.
my other hand. Oh no.
Bye, Crystal.
I'm sorry. I lowered you a little bit. There. Is that good?
I am on my laptop, which I think this is my first time to do a live from my laptop, just so that I could do all the screen sharing and everything. So I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone here and, trying to make sure everything's okay with the screen sharing. But I practiced earlier, so hopefully. I wonder if I was showing up as live because I have a message from Soila from 2:00. I wonder if I accidentally went on.
You're on because I got the notification.
Okay.
And then I'm
on now, but I mean earlier today when I was practicing.
Oh, well, the way it will work is it's connected to your StreamYard. So it will work like a scheduled live. You know how if you go into someone's scheduled live with a notification and you can type, it'll show you that they typed and it remains there until you.
Okay. I see. Okay. So she just typed it in earlier because I had it marked. I did a practice. Okay. I guess I didn't practice on this link. It was a different link that I did a practice on. And then, okay, I've got you.
On the practice? You did like a practice link earlier?
Yeah, but I marked it as private, so nobody should have seen it. It was just a practice doing the screen sharing and stuff like that. So
okay. That's good.
Oh, Linda's on. Hi, Linda. Hopefully we get some good stuff for you today.
Hi, Kim and Linda.
Uh-oh. I just went to another. I don't know if I went away or not, but.
No, you're still here.
Okay. Oh, yawning for smiles here. Hi. Tell me your first name again. I know that I watch your channel, but I keep I'm trying to remember everybody's name as associated with their channel. Yawning for a smile. So I can call you by your name. Unless you don't want me to, I could call you Yarning for a smile. Oh, Kim. Okay. Thank you, Kim.
I remember my first allergy test. Very itchy day.
I'm really struggling to hear you. I'm half wondering if I do need to get the headphones.
Let me move closer. I think
Is
let
my
me check
volume
my
like loud enough that everybody can hear me? I'm on my laptop where I typically do lives on my phone.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I can hear you, but it's really quiet. So
Yeah, it's because I'll enunciate better. Got it.
I don't know
I'll
if
speak.
enunciating was the problem. It's volume.
I can't turn my volume up, technically. Let me lower. I have you on my YouTube side too. Because I
Okay.
can't see the comments. But I have my Canva ready too. So you're on your laptop and you're sharing your camera is your laptop camera?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, Kim said that she has to go soon. Supposed to be getting the shower and go to bed. Oh, allergy tests for your son. Oh, or
Yeah,
oldest.
those are
Sorry. I just
important.
assumed son because I have two sons. Your oldest is having allergy tests. Oh, that's a bummer. And 2 hours is a lot of driving. That'll be 4 hours total. Oh, I'm sorry. So, I mean, we can get started here. We have 4 people on, and then you can watch mine are boys, both boys too. Okay. And Crystal has 2 boys too. It's an epidemic. No. So, we can get started. And then I guess if you need to get going, you can always come back and watch the replay. We're just going to go over some guidelines and how to get your book ready to put onto Kindle. So they do have specifications. I'm going to just, I have my paper here. I'm going to let you know what they say, like the margins are going to be, which probably isn't going to mean a lot, but I'll show you what I do to make sure the margins are okay. When you use, oh, good night, Kim. Thanks for popping on, even if it was only for a minute. Thank you. When you use Canva, they like to put lots of designs on there that would go all the way to the edge of the page. And YouTube, or not YouTube, Kindle will deny your book if you have stuff all the way down there, even if you choose the bleed option. The bleed option, they only allow for so long anyway. But here they say that the top, the bottom, and the outside margins must be a minimum of 0.25 inches for books without bleed and 0.375 inches or 9.6 millimeters for books with bleed. So that is their definition. And if you're not familiar with what bleed is, because I wasn't sure either until I kind of looked all this up. Bleed is the printing term that refers to printing that goes beyond the edge of the sheet before trimming. So, you might have all of your printed words within that margin, but you might have like some kind of design that goes around the edge. But if that design, even with the bleed, goes beyond what their specifications are, they won't print the book. Even if you say, like, I don't care, it's just the design, if some of the design gets cut off, it doesn't matter. I guess they don't want to be printing books where they're not able to fit everything in the margins. I can show you in my book. Let me see if I can find a good example here. So I don't want to give away the pattern, but you can, sorry, I have to get used to how to place it. They don't want any of the print to go into the middle here where you can't read it, or outside of the edges of the book, or the top or the side. So it has to be within this amount of space. And that was my book, so I can show you. I wasn't showing you somebody else's pattern. So should we just get right to it? Should I screen share and do it? Okay. I don't know what's going to happen to Crystal when I screen share here. We'll have to see.
If you do the one with the two people stacked on top and the
I see.
rectangle.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That one should be it.
And then you hit screen share on the bottom.
Okay.
I don't think I have that option. Well, I'm on my phone, so it wouldn't matter.
Okay. I don't know what, can you see my screen with Canva here?
Yeah, I can see your screen and your Canva.
Okay. So I'm going to pull up a pattern here. And you can see that I have something going all the way to the edge here on each of the pages. Like the one is way down here. The Kindle would never print this page as it is. So you can download this as a PDF and probably do a little bit of editing, but you have to have the Pro to download this as a PDF. And I don't pay for Canva. I just do the freebie stuff. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just download as pictures. And don't laugh too hard at me if I'm doing this a completely ridiculous way.
I'm looking at the screen on YouTube side so I can see it.
Is it looking okay? You know what? I should put it up on my phone just so I can see it. I'll go to my live. So I just downloaded the pictures.
Let me see. So are you doing it right now? I can't see you doing anything on Canva.
Oops. Okay, that's ridiculous. Yes, I just downloaded it. Can you see up here? Like, can you see where my pointer is?
No. No. All I see is Canva and the home screen, but I don't see you moving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good grief. So here's the home screen.
Yeah, I see the home screen. Is it changing on your side? I see it now. It's moving.
It's moving. Okay, so I'm going to click on...
It's weird.
Okay, I see it. When I open a project, it opens up in a new tab, which is why you can't see it.
That's why.
Okay.
When you share your screen, you can close like all things that you don't like want to have on screen. But when you do share screen, you could do entire window. Like I think there's 3 options. But there's one option that says to share the entire like window. So I would say go back down to your StreamYard.
Okay.
And then it will share the screen that you're currently looking at. So it might do like a picture-in-picture thing.
Is that in settings for that?
When you go back to your StreamYard, like where we are, on the bottom of us, it says share screen with like a plus sign. Or it says, it's like share option.
Okay.
And then, let me see if I could.
So I just clicked on share and it just says share. You know, I just had the option. They gave me some tips like sharing on 2 monitors is good,
Yeah.
works best on a good computer. And then it gives me the option to share the screen.
Let me see if I
So
can
here, I
put
just
that
hit
too.
share screen,
Yeah, it gives you
entire screen. Is that what I want? Entire
yeah,
screen?
entire screen. I was
Okay,
trying
I
to
see it.
see if I could find it here. And then it will
All right,
share
when I
your
hit entire
entire.
screen, the share is not allowing me to click on it. Is that something you have to pay to do to use the entire screen?
No, it should be free. So, or you can do. Where's my? Yeah, the one that says entire screen. It should let you select that, and then
Oh, I see. I didn't select it. That's why.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, click accept, and then open the screen that you want to share.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it now? Is it
Yeah, I can
scrolling?
see it now and it's scrolling. Make sure
Okay.
you click hide tab. I'm trying to click my phone.
Hide tab. Where's that?
All the way on the bottom in the middle, there's a bar.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, hide that because then it'll show better. Yeah.
Okay. Let me try this again. It's already
Yes, sure.
downloaded, but I'll show you how I did it. Can you see the pattern now, or are you still seeing the home screen?
Yeah, I see it now. It's opening. And you should be able to see exactly what I see on your over
Okay.
there.
Let me go to that then. I have to turn the
Everything's
volume
mirrored.
off of that. I'm sorry that I am let me go to that oops, then. I thought I turned the volume off. I'm sorry
It's
that I'm
okay.
a little bit slow at this. I've not had to do some kind of screen sharing before. Do you see the share button in the corner here that I'm pointing to?
Yes.
Okay, you would click there and then the download. And this would be to put it in picture form. And then you'd hit download, which I already did, so I don't need to do it again and save it twice.
So if you click it, you get several file types.
Right now it's just in, it would, yes, you can have several file types. So let's see, where were the options? You could do JPEG, PDF. Now PDF, there's 2 different PDFs. Now that's saying it's not pro, but when I've tried it in the past, I have not been able to download it because it says you need to be pro. You see the pro symbol here.
Yeah. Is that because you were, I don't know. Sometimes it does that too. Like it has that star if Canvas does that sometimes.
Yeah, well, you can try it. If you have the free Canva, you could try to put it in PDF. PDF is the form that you ultimately want to get it to put into Amazon. That's what they're looking for. So, like I said, I might be backwards the way I'm doing it. So if you can figure out a better way, that would be awesome. But what I do, can you see my whole screen here? Can you see where I'm pointing off to the left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I see all your icons. And
Yeah, these are the pictures I downloaded right here. So what I would do then, I would go into Word, but it doesn't have to be Word. It could be Google Docs or whatever you're using.
That's true. You can take
I'm just showing you
pictures.
on Word. This is the way that I did it. And I would take the first picture and drag it in. And look, it automatically gives me the right margins. I don't have to change anything. And then to go to the next.
Nifty.
Yeah. Oops. And then to go to the next page, I would just find where page 2 is and drag it in. And then ultimately, I mean, this really isn't a lesson in Word, but if I wanted to save this, I could do save as, and change it to a PDF. Where's my PDF? I passed it. And then name it, and then I could save it to wherever I wanted to save it. Earlier today when I was practicing, I already, don't save. I already put it together in a PDF over here on the left so that I could show you what to do here. So now the next step, once you have everything put together into the PDF, all the pages are right. They look for a title page, or not a title page, a table of contents. They look for that. So make sure when you put together, this doesn't have a table of contents. This is just kind of an example I threw together to show you how to upload something. And I'm not actually going to upload it. But if you're putting a book together, you need the table of contents. You're going to need a copyright page and a cover, which hopefully it'll show it here. The cover, I think, is the biggest pain. So you would go to, oops, what am I doing? KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing.amazon.com. And then you'd have to create an account. I already have an account. So this would be the page that you would come to. I clicked on bookshelf. This is where the books are that I put up. I only have 2 right now that are live. If you look, I had these other ones that were terrible. They were just my practice ones. And they're you can see they say unpublished. But these are the 2 that I felt good about. They're live. And you can put them in different forms, and I'll show you how to do that. But I'm just showing you how my books look on the bookshelf. There's a Kindle ebook, there's a paperback, and there's a hardcover.
That's cool.
So if you wanted to publish one, you would hit the create. And I would suggest starting with the paperback. You can start clicking options later on. You'll see to put a Kindle book out and to put a hardcover book out. And it doesn't cost you any more to do that, so you may as well. I didn't think I would ever sell a hardcover, but last month somebody bought a hardcover of my book. So you just never know.
Yeah, that's
So create a paperback. You have to answer all the questions.
You can do a hardcover. Have you ever ordered a hardcover for yourself to see?
No, I wanted to, but I didn't, because even like you don't get free copies as an author. They give you the cost to print it. As an author, you can order. You can order as many of your books as you want up to a certain point. I think it was 9,999 is your maximum. Which for me personally, I'll probably never order that many.
The bestseller.
I'm sure there are people who do book signings and stuff who are big, who maybe they do order that many, but I've never ordered that many. But they charge you the cost of printing. So even with the cost of printing, it was a little bit more than I wanted to spend for a hardback. I might someday do that just to see how it looks in hardback. But I've only done the paperback. All right. So, oops, there was a reason why I did have it like that. The book title, I'll just put New Patterns. You would do a good book cover. You want to think of something good for your cover. If it's a series of books, which I'm assuming would be more for like authors who are having book 1, book 2, like kind of like Harry Potter did, you would have series details, but writing my pattern book, I don't have it in series. Edition number, you don't have to have your own. You can provide one, but if you don't put it in, Kindle will give you one and it's free. You're not paying for any of that. So then for the author, whatever you would want, put for your name as the author. If you were having other people as part of it, you would put it here, add another person. No. Description, you want it to be as clear. You want to put as much detail as you can in there. I know I usually include what patterns I have in the book just so that people can know. I'm just thinking off the cuff here.
Yeah,
Popular
definitely we want to
pattern.
have I've seen your description on your dice bags where
Yeah.
you're like you have all of the there's 19, right?
Yes,
You
I've
got that
listed
far,
all
I don't remember.
19.
And then
I
you have
probably still could have added even more detail to that. I don't know. Sometimes you just get a little bit of writer's block, but you do want to put as much detail as you can think of in there. Popular patterns from Heather Heisler. Patterns included are, and even this is really crappy, you know. I'm not doing a great job of it, but just try to use as much descriptive language as you can, you know, while you're doing it. You would want to, of course, you're not publishing somebody else's works, right?
right, and then
or,
you put
or
that.
that somebody else did. You're doing what you've created yourself, so you own the copyright for that. I don't know if we got into it much last week with the copyright, but something I thought about later on that I don't know that we said much of is that you don't have to go through the Copyright Office in order to gain copyright rights to your pattern. The law is as soon as you put it down. Now, this is talking from the United States. I don't know if it's different in other countries, but in the United States, as soon as you have it in some kind of written or form that somebody else can replicate it, then the copyright is automatically yours. You can go the extra step to pay for the copyright, but it's not necessary. You might want to do that if it's something that you can see being stolen or taken, that kind of thing. I am off I don't know if anybody is writing questions or anything in. So Crystal, do you mind like interrupting me if somebody has a question or something? Because I'm not on the StreamYard page,
Sure,
so I
you
can't
can.
see any
Well,
questions or stuff.
Joseph is here.
Oh, hi, Joseph.
He's babysit. I believe that's Joseph, right?
Yeah.
Amarise Joseph. He says,
Okay.
"Hi, I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late. I was babysitting my brother's kids." That's
Oh,
nice.
okay.
And then Sunita. Hi, Sunita.
Oh,
She
hi,
says she's in the
Sunita.
bushes. Chilling in the bushes.
Okay, thank you. Just feel free to interrupt if somebody has a question because I can't see it.
I got
I'm just
that.
going to kind of go through the whole process here
Course.
until I'm interrupted. And you know, you do have to answer this. Since it's a crochet pattern, hopefully it doesn't have that. I mean, I suppose it depends on what you put in the patterns, but I always
Oh,
put,
okay. It depends on the pattern for sure.
yeah. So far I haven't done any patterns where I would have needed to click yes there. I probably wouldn't either. Since I'm in the United States, I just put Amazon.com. Later on, you'll get an option to choose if you want it to be public or to be available in other countries. So
Now,
choose.
you said you haven't done that, but like there's,
Up
.uk
here?
and all of that. I wonder if the publishing would be like a different price
Oh,
for
you know,
printing and
I
stuff.
can't answer that because I've never done that. So I'm not sure if that would affect the price or not,
Yeah.
or, you know, affect how many people can see it or how much advertising you can do of it. I'm not really sure.
Does Amazon have its own? I've never sold like anything on Amazon.
Okay.
But does Amazon have its own marketing tool, or can you pay for
I believe it
advertisements?
does. I believe it does. I've never taken advantage of that. I've never done anything that I needed to put money into. You know, even on Etsy, I know a lot of people will just put a few cents in to have their stuff advertised. I don't
Yeah.
know what the cost of that is for Amazon, but I believe they do have that type of thing.
From
But
what I remember, like not like just off the top of my head, for like Etsy and for it in general, like they have pay per click. Like if someone clicks on it, then you have to pay that portion in the ad.
yeah,
Versus,
I know
but
that
I wouldn't.
Etsy does do that. I don't think it has that here. I've never been charged for anything like that. Like on Etsy, when you get your monthly statements, they do put on there, if that's happened, they'll put the cost of that on there. When I've gotten monthly statements from Kindle, I've never had any charges like that on my statement
Mm-hmm.
for Kindle, for Amazon. So I don't know if they're just not doing it, or if I'm not participating in that, or if they don't do that.
Okay.
So that would be something, I guess, to look up if you were going to take advantage of that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good way to get your book kind of in the eye of the person surfing, because you never know
Yeah.
if they do that. I was just wondering because I
Yeah,
do
true.
see
Those are
ads
good.
on.
Those are really good questions. All right, so we're at categories. This is where you have to find the closest thing. I remember this part being a little bit tricky because it's not a medical book. It's not a reference book.
Do they have?
And I believe I ended up going with, I tried at arts and photography at first, but then the subcategories didn't make any sense. So I believe I made mine as non-classifiable.
BIC, art, photography,
Let's
biography.
try the arts and photography and see what comes up. Business of art, general, religious studies, and teaching women's artists. I suppose if you wanted to, you could try general there, although it's not like a super good fit, I don't think. What were the other choices?
Well, let me see. When I search a book on Amazon, what does it? A crochet book. It's so funny. I'll search knitting books, and I'll get crochet books on
Yeah,
Amazon for some reason.
people like intermix those all the time.
That's probably
But I
why.
don't see anything else really that's here's crafts and hobbies. Let me see what popped up for that. Event planning, expert advice, or general. So again, you can have crafts and hobbies, I guess general.
Needlework.
Is that one of the, let me see.
I think. I don't
Do you
know.
see needlework?
I don't know if because I don't have that open, but when I open this book,
Yeah, I
it's
don't see
like
needlework as one.
bestseller in needlework, but I don't know how she was able to classify her book like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I don't see it on here as an option. And the closest thing that I could think of where needlework would probably be craft. But when I clicked on craft, let's see.
This is
Here it is, needle crafts and textile. Ah, okay, there we go. Crocheting. Okay,
you
so I
should.
can probably go back to my books
Yeah, I
and
was
edit
about to
that.
say that you should probably
I should do that.
reclassify. That way you'll be found faster.
Yeah, see, I'm still picking up on new things. I don't really consider myself an expert on this, but I've done it before, so that's why I'm kind of trying to see if this is something that can help somebody else. All right, so I'll leave it at that, crocheting. And then keywords, for dice bag books, I put things like gaming, crochet, dice bags, dice. It's going to depend on Dragon, on what kind of patterns you have there, how you want to, what kind of things people might put into a search to help to find your book. what are the patterns that are in there? And if it's sweaters, you would put sweaters. You can even duplicate it by saying crochet sweaters, that type of thing. I always did this because I never put a previously published book back up. But I suppose if you published it and then took it down and wanted to publish it again, you could click here and put the date in. Release my book for sale, unless you wanted for some reason to schedule it for a different date. But what they do is they take about 72 hours. And a lot for my books, it was usually less, to make sure you're not violating any copyright and that all of the content is good. They don't actually sit there and make the pattern and make sure your patterns are correct, but they just make sure that all the words make sense and that you're not breaking copyright and stuff like that. Save and continue. And I just click on this. I've never had my own ISBN number.
Is there a margin for the cover as well, or?
Yes, the cover is so tricky on here. You'll see this in a minute here. So
I'm on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm here on print options. I think even though it costs more, I would definitely recommend doing the premium color. I would not recommend a black and white book. Think about when you get pattern books and you get books, which ones do you like more? Do you like the ones that are higher quality, or do you like the ones that are black and white and,
Yeah, definitely the higher quality.
Yeah.
So black and white.
I did my first book in black and white and I regretted it as soon as I saw it in person. I was like, this is awful. The advice that I was given the first book that I did, they said, oh, you don't want to put a lot of money into the printing, so just do it in black and white. But I would never, ever tell somebody else to do that. I think you'll have a lot more success if you did it in color and you did it with the premium paper. Okay, trim size. Select a different size. These are all of your options. So if you find that the patterns that you put in are not meeting the right size, or you don't want a small book, some of these are smaller books. I think most of the ones that I have done were the bigger size here. 8.27 by 11.69. These again are the options.
Yeah, that's the one. Your dimensions are 8.5 by.
Yeah, kind of like a standard paper size. I wouldn't want it to be square, but if you had it formatted to be square, you could always do like 8.5 by 8.5. But I've not seen too many square books.
No, but that's
not for crochet patterns anyway.
I have one square book.
Is it a crochet book?
No, it's like a Bible study handbook.
Oh, okay.
Thing, square.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just not common,
No, it's not, but it's cool.
I always choose square. Bleed.
It's bleed so funny anyway. You just said that, and then I found like a square book. Square crochet.
Figures, right? You got to prove me wrong.
No, it's okay. It's just funny. It's ironic.
Right here is the option for the bleed settings. Even if I feel like my margins are perfect and spot on, I always hit bleed anyway. Just to make.
It'll be.
Yeah, make sure that I'm covered in case something is slightly beyond because like I said, they're very, very picky here. And then this is just a personal preference. I don't know if it makes a difference either way, whether you have the matte finish or the glossy finish. I believe mine, yeah, mine are the matte. I have a book here by Knot Monster. I did find it. I can't see myself, so hopefully it's showing up in the screen. But this one is glossy. You could tell it's really shiny.
Oh yeah, when you turned it, I could see that gloss.
Yeah. So he chose the glossy. I'll show you in comparison to mine.
Yeah, it's
it
a
doesn't
matte
it
finish.
doesn't have that shine. This is the matte. So it's just personal preference. I don't think that one is necessarily better than the other. So it's probably not going to like my manuscript, but here's where you would upload the manuscript.
And you said that it needs to be at least 75 pages long, minimum?
I believe that's what it was, 75. Let me see if I wrote it down. No, I didn't write it down, but it does need to be, I believe it was 75. So let's see what happens when I try to put mine in. Desktop. Practice patterns for YouTube. It's probably going to complain. Oh, wow, it did save it.
It's like, give upload.
Yeah, it might complain like if I tried to actually publish it. All right. I get PSTD just looking at this part.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Well, yeah, you work on something for like a year or more, and you're
Yeah.
like, please accept this. I get that.
It's never liked any cover that I've made myself, even on Canva, to upload. It's never, ever liked it. So, and then you go to the cover creator. Sorry, now it's even making me stutter. Continue. From my computer. Let me see if I can just find a random image. Okay, I'll just use one of these and see. So I have to choose one of their designs.
Oh.
Here, and so say I chose this one, which, okay, so the margin, the tools are down here, the spine would be right here,
That
the
black
cover
one
edge.
looks like a dictionary.
Yeah. And here you can choose a different layout, but I can't say, I wish this picture was down here. And I wish I could put a picture in here in this big area instead of, so if you already had a design for the back of your cover, you can't put it in there. So here only accepts writing, and you can write as much as you want. It just gets smaller the more that you write. Here, this part only accepts writing. Oops.
So you have to design the cover on the actual. What about?
Yeah. And then here for a picture, basically it's only letting you put an author picture here.
Yeah.
And then here, this is the picture of the pattern, but you can see we recommend at least 300 DPI for quality printing, but this image is only 184.
Is that Please choose another ratio?
Is that what?
Is it a square?
Oh, this picture?
The pixel amount.
Yeah, I don't know. And this has just been really stressful to try to get it right, because then I don't know.
That's the cover? They don't let you upload a cover?
Yes. What? So you can upload a picture.
Oh, okay.
But they haven't really liked any of my pictures. And then let me see if it lets me save this, because half the time it'll say, this isn't right. You can't save this. Probably today it'll save it because I'm online. No, it's not even letting me save it. Let me hit preview. Save and submit. Let's see if it complains. Come on. Huh. Well, that was the easiest that I ever did a cover, but I wouldn't be happy with that.
Yeah, you want yours to be, you know,
I want it to be
show
the
your
way I want it
work.
to be, and they don't give you a lot of flexibility with that.
Yeah.
So,
What are the margins on the actual? Because those covers, like I noticed your cover has big margins on it, and
yeah, it does, because it was complaining about my picture
yeah,
before. Let me
and
see if
I'm
it
sure you
says.
would rather have it be a full to
Yes, I
scale
would have. It
image.
was saying that the picture was too blurry unless I made it smaller. So that's
Is it
why
a
the picture is smaller on my,
is that a
um,
resolution issue?
yeah, it was a resolution issue. I was not sure how to fix that because I did this cover on Canva and I did it under book covers. So I figured that Canva knew what they were doing when they created that. You can change
Yeah.
like the colors of your books too, if I wanted it to be a different color scheme. But
See, I would think a white background with whatever image you have, but like cropped out or something with the background removed. That way you could take advantage of the white space, but have
yeah,
like,
I think that's what it was on my book, if you can see. Like I have white around here.
yeah.
And then the other book, it was the same thing. I designed this cover on Canva
See, but
and
that cover is you have more yellow. Did you choose
I chose
yellow
yellow.
background?
Yeah, I
Something
chose
similar?
yellow. I was able to, and I forget how, maybe it was just lucky that it was kind of a good match, but I chose a matching yellow that went with this picture. And then you can see on the back, I did what the layout was. It was the same layout as the one that's on the screen here.
Yeah,
I just kind of made up something and then I put a picture of me when I was in marching band, since it was a marching band Amigurumi. So,
your inspiration. Well, your kids too.
so anyway, let me get out of this. Yeah, I guess you have to preview it first. I'm
I
sorry about.
wonder, do you know if I don't even know if this is a possible like you know how there are a lot of people on Amazon selling their books. Are they doing the same thing? Are they printing them in the same way?
Well, this is the
Probably
process to get the books up. Are you talking specifically about the cover?
no, like exactly what you were saying. The process to getting it up. Are they doing ebook at PDF, then having everything printed? Uh,
As far
but
as I
it would be
know, if you have
impossible to
Amazon
know.
publish your book, this is the only way to do it, as far as I know.
Yeah,
There might be people who go through publishing companies, and maybe that process is a little bit different, but this is
I
to
hear that costs a
self-publish it.
lot of money.
It probably would, or you'd have to share the profits from the book with the publishing company, that type
Like,
of thing. This is just to publish it yourself.
oh, Samantha says hi, Heather. And
Oh,
Kelly Crochet Adventure Raid. Hey.
hi. Thanks for stopping by. We're just kind of in the middle of going over getting our books up for publishing. So then this, I believe, is new. I don't remember seeing this question before. Did you use AI tools in creating text, images, and/or translations for your book? That is a new question. When I published my other two books, this wasn't a question.
I've seen so many AI generated pattern like things recently
Yeah.
that it's hard to tell what's a crochet pattern that's real
Yeah. Oh,
versus
some of the AI stuff is amazing. I saw some kind of program where they were putting two pictures of people next to each other, and they're like, which one is the AI generated? And you would never know. They're like, because the one person like never existed. You know, you can put in there like create a person with brown hair and brown eyes and, you know, whatever, and they can just make up a person, which is weird.
it's so bizarre. That's probably why that question. I mean, AI is relatively new, so
Yeah. What does this
I
say?
don't know. Like I saw a commercial with Queen Latifah, and she's not Queen Latifah. It's a AI generated version of her with her voice and her mannerisms speaking.
Wow.
Nah, I don't like it because it gets into like a lot of dodgy territory about paying paying for someone's image.
Yeah.
They don't have to pay her as an actress.
Okay, so they always make you launch the previewer, and then they'll let you know how much they hate your margins. It'll probably be perfect because I'm showing it here.
It's funny how that happens. Like,
I had so. Oh, here we go.
1, 2, 3, you do it.
Yeah. Now look right. Look where the problem is. In my cover.
Error processing cover, even though it's their own cover.
Yeah.
Orientation.
They don't like my manuscript either.
Well, yeah, I mean.
And I knew that would happen because I didn't actually have a book manuscript there, and I couldn't put my other book in because it would not pass the
copyright duplicate.
Copyright, yeah.
At least they got your back on that one.
Yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah, I can't continue on until this is fixed, and I don't know that I can fix that here. The next page is pricing. So, you know what? Let me see something. I'm going to go back.
Are you able to open your previously
uploaded?
Yes,
I think I'm going to do that. I am going to, can I delete this? Oh, please don't tell me I can't delete it. Link, create hardcover, while for multiple formats. I'm going to have to, hopefully I can delete this.
Sorry, I'm leaning in to see.
All right, well, let me go into the Fantastic Fantasy Dice Bags. Oh, here's how you order your author copies. Right here. You would click on that. Here's a promote and advertise. You were asking about that later. Or earlier, I mean, later.
I just dropped everything.
So once you put it up, it looks like you can promote it. I'm going to click on that just out of curiosity. So it looks like you would have to pay for that. These are the options.
And then I don't know if you'll remember I don't know if you made a note to change your category of your book.
Yes, you know what? As I'm going through this, I can go do that now because we're going to take a look at that. Can I get into it? Where can I edit it? Is it here? Edit.
I wish I could see you larger. Let me see if I can just open this. Edit, print, book, details, order.
Okay, I clicked on that. Let's see what it does. Okay. So here's this. Where do I have this?
Yeah.
Edit categories. Add another category. I'll just leave that one. Where did we say that was? Was that crafts?
Ooh, I don't remember.
Needle and textile and
Yeah,
crochet. Ha! This was helpful to me.
Yay.
These were all the things that I put for the keywords. You want to put as many. Save and continue. They gave me an ISBN, premium color in, yeah, and I did the 8.5 by 11. Oh, this says no bleed. I thought that I had it at bleed, but it was matte.
What if you were to change it? What would it do?
I don't think it's not even giving me the opposite. Bleed is only supported for fixed format files like print ready PDFs.
Print-friendly PDFs. What does that mean?
So there's where it tells me the printing cost. But they charge more than that.
They charge like a tax and then a bunch of
Yeah,
that.
I think that they take a certain part of it too.
Oh, it tells you in different countries.
Yes, there was a way that you can do that. Here we go. These are the ones that I was able to pick when I chose the countries. You know, like they give you that option. I think because I already picked it, you don't see it. I just clicked on anywhere that I could. But they tell you the printing, and then here's Amazon's rate. Royalty. It is confusing. But here's where they show you the pricing. So you can figure out this is how much it costs to print, and then this is the royalty rate of everything beyond the printing.
I'm looking at you through my little tiny screen on my phone. 780 something or something. And then your royalties and the percentage they.
And then it can take up to 72 hours. Typically by the next day they had it up. At least in Kindle format. Sometimes it'll go up in Kindle format first before, and I don't know why. I think it's just probably easier for them to just throw it into Kindle.
Well, yeah, Kindle's ready, so
yeah,
that makes.
So I'm just going to hit publish because I did do an edit on there. I put a new category in. So, but when you're ready to publish it, you just hit publish.
What a good feeling. Publish.
Do you think, Crystal, that given what you've learned like so far, that you would feel like if you had a book ready to go, do you feel like you would be able to, do you feel confident enough to put it up onto Amazon?
I think, yeah, because I could just work with it and mess around with it.
Yes. And that's really all that I did. You know, I didn't know what I was doing either. Sometimes you just have to jump in both feet, you know, and see what happens, which is exactly what I did here. So I'm going to change on this one too, the category.
Do you know, or did you put this web address, or can you put it if you didn't in the description?
Yes, I can do that. I didn't do that, but I can do that. Oh, I think I did get crocheting in that one. Yeah, needle, craft, and textile. Let me see. Huh.
And then if you wanted to, since this is already formatted as an ebook, if you wanted to put it up like on Ravelry or Etsy or any other Ribbit, I don't know. There's so many other places. You could do that too, right? Or
Yes. I have my book on
Etsy.
Unchanged.
My back
All right.
is like, ow, bothering me.
I have both of these books on Etsy, and I just charge the same price as the Kindle for it because it would be an e-copy of it.
Yeah.
So
does Amazon make more or less off your e-copy? Like, do you make more
well, let's
on the
find out. I'll go to one of my ebooks and let's see what they charge. I know there was like a maximum that you could charge for an ebook too. Okay, that's done. Let's go here to the ebook. We'll just go to the pricing. Here's where you pick. I just put all territories worldwide. That's what I clicked. That's how I got all of those countries on there.
Oh, definitely.
And since I'm in the United States, I just clicked Amazon.com as my primary marketing place. So here's where you can see must be $2.99 to $9.99. All market prices are based on this pricing. I don't have to put all of these prices in. If I change the price, it automatically changes the currency in the other countries. But
nice.
you can see they do a $1.55 delivery, and then here are the rates. What you get, what they get. But yeah, you can't charge more than $9.99 for it. So hopefully that helped.
Yeah. Depending on what's inside of the ebook, I feel like you would sometimes want to charge a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
depending on how many patterns.
Yeah. I put the maximum there just because, I don't feel like that's too much to ask for 19 patterns.
No, it's
So I don't know.
no, that's definitely lower than I would expect for 19 patterns.
Yeah. But that was the max that I was allowed to charge.
Yeah.
So no, I wish I could delete this. Now I don't know how to delete this. I just assumed I'd be able to delete it. Oh well. I mean, it's not.
No delete option.
Do you see anything like if I click on that?
I can't see a lot. I'm like, because I'm on the
Archive.
little screen on my phone. So let me open it more. I don't
This
know.
title will remain available for sale, but will be hidden from your bookshelf. Oh well, I'll just archive it because I don't want to look at it.
It goes to the archive. Oh my goodness, there's so many different books in it. Girl.
I don't want to deal with it. Get away. All right. I'm going to come back to StreamYard here. And I'm going to stop the screen sharing. So if anybody was having questions or, they wanted to know more information about something there, I think this is really like the last part of it. I don't think there's anything else that we would need to know?
I don't know if you mentioned this before or if it's, I don't know if it's in the description. I'm sorry, I keep asking this, but so you made a video showing how to actually make the pattern in ebook. So if I'm talking to the people, I guess, in the chat, if you guys are interested in that, it's on your videos, like one of the, it might be hard to find though, because you post a lot of videos in sequence.
I put that in the description. I put the video of how to write a crochet pattern. I didn't actually put in there how to write the whole book, but like what you need to put in a pattern. I know I keep using my hands here. That is in the,
Sarah popped in.
oh, hi, Sarah. Oh,
do you have a playlist of like how to write a ebook? I'm not asking all these. I feel so,
that's a good question.
so
I can definitely make one.
Questions. Yeah, you should make a playlist that way.
Yeah,
It's all in
I'll make
parts.
a playlist of that. In the description of this one, I will link the how to write a pattern and the copyright one that we did before, even the intro, because there's probably some good stuff in the intro.
You could put the playlist in the description too, that way.
Yeah, and I'll put the playlist. That's good. And I'll put it in the other videos descriptions as well. And then the other thing let me write that down.
And the Amazon link too.
Yeah, Amazon link and the playlist. I'm just writing this down so that I don't forget later what I was like. We were talking about something. What were we talking about?
The way you wrote Sarah, I'm like,
Sarah. I need to get some Sarah time.
Me too. I'm like, huh. Do you like my hat? It looks terrible.
That's a terrible way to ask it. Because then I'm a jerk if I say yes or no. Do you like my hat? It's terrible.
No, I mean, it's supposed to be a beanie.
Is it just getting like too pointy?
Happened. It was supposed to be a beanie, but then I'm making it into, those little Santa type hats.
Yeah, I can see that. I still have never knitted with multiple needles like that. I mean, I've only done a maximum of 2 needles. So
I don't, try it and see if you like it. I don't prefer doing it like this, but I kind of had to. Shirley, you know where to find me.
We'll stalk you.
Stalked. Hi, Maritza. Hola.
Hello. You're kind of getting in the tail end of this, but if you were interested in the whole deal, you can go back and rewatch it.
The whole package.
The whole package.
Yeah, because you covered the intro, copyright, how to actually write the book, and then this is how to publish it and format it, which go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Man, this phone.
That part you're just gonna have to play around with. Like I said, I didn't get it right the first time either. Any of the times I tried to publish a book, they don't like my covers. They think my margins aren't good enough, or there's not enough pages or whatever. So that kind of thing you're gonna have to play around with. If you're only a few pages short though, I might have said this in another video, I don't remember. When I did the marching band one, I was just a few pages short. So at the end, I just did a few pages for notes. I didn't do that many. I think I was like 3 pages short or something like that. So I just did 3 pages of where you could put notes in. So you could always do something like that. You don't want to do that for 50 pages, but if you're just a few pages short, or you could add another page with more pictures of the pattern, from different angles and stuff.
I was thinking like when I was going into my brainstorming mind, I was like, okay, maybe I can add crochet diagrams or
Yes.
materialless yarn substitutes. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
those
was
kind of
thinking
things would be great. Let me see if I did it in this book. Did I do it in? No, I didn't do it in this book. One of my practice books that I don't have published anymore, in the back of the book, I put abbreviations, that kind of thing. Yeah. So this book, I think, ended up being the right amount because the last page I just put about the author. You can do that too. You can put information about yourself, see if anybody cares. You could put that you have a YouTube channel and try to promote that.
We care.
We care.
Break my
Caring
heart.
is sharing. Sharing is caring, whatever.
No. Yeah. Definitely.
So, yeah, this is pretty good timing, I think. We got about an hour in. I don't know if we want to go too much longer than that because people might not want to watch it if it's too long. So, thank you for being my emotional support person.
Smile and wave me. No,
you had good questions
and
and you brought up good points, things that, and you were helping me with the comments too. So
I'm
it was
just
definitely.
joking. I'm
You're so
kidding.
valuable, Crystal.
Thank you. You are too.
Thank you. Well, thank you all for popping in and hearing me ramble. So I'm probably going to just.
You could link where to find you. Hold on, Sarah wrote.
Is there another message?
I was literally just typing that. What are you literally just typing? You could put links to where to find.
Oh, I see. She was saying like in the book, you could put links where to find you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a really, really good thing to do.
Yeah. To reconnect with the customer, like, hey, you could find me on YouTube. Yeah. You could find me on, is that what you mean? Kind of like Facebook?
I'm assuming that's what she was talking about.
Don't ever change your link. QR codes.
What?
Hold on. Wait a minute. I just thought. So, QR codes, those little QR codes?
Oh.
You can go to your browser and you can make a QR code that someone with a phone can just take a photo and link right back. That's
probably even better than doing the links.
That way, a link will break, but a QR code is forever.
You crack me up.
I'm sorry. Hold on, let me see if I can make one.
No, that's awesome. I've seen that before on YouTube where you can make a QR code. Yeah, but if you want to bring it up, that would be good.
I think you right click. Yeah, here, I'm going to take me. Whoa there. Flip my camera. Okay. What am I doing? Here we are. So what I did was I just right clicked and then this menu pops up for me. And then you can make a QR code for this page.
Yeah.
Or I could go straight to Stringsandthreads. And then I can do the same exact thing.
Oh, that's nice.
So this QR code, you just download it and you could change the web address. But you download it or copy, but I would rather download and save it.
Yeah, because then you always have it.
Save it to the correct form, save it. And then you'll have it in your computer. You save it to the correct name.
Yeah.
And then you can just add that to your book.
That's even better. I'm glad that you said that because I probably wouldn't have thought of that That's a really good option. Yeah.
Oh, that's just not a great. Sorry. I was thinking about that because, okay, so you have your business cards if you have them. You have, you're out and about, but people aren't going to like write that whole thing down. And
Yeah.
then if you sell a physical book copy, that works well for the physical book, but for the ebook, links are really good if you can actually click them. Are they
Yeah.
clickable links for your ebook?
I believe they are.
So you
I
should do both. That way, if
yeah.
someone's looking at it through the ebook version, I don't know if you can make more than one version, but the QR code is always going to be a live link unless you change the URL, which you
Yeah.
shouldn't do.
Mm-mm.
But like you can do it for your Etsy, you could do it for any of your social medias as long as you're doing it on a web browser. It should be able to save as a QR code.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
wish I knew that before I did my book, but like I said, I just jumped in with both feet. I really didn't know what I was doing. I showed you the way that I knew how to do it. I don't know if that's the easiest way, but that's
No, I
just what
mean
it
it
is.
works still. I'm just saying, like in the future, it's a good way to redirect people to like your
Yeah.
YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Thank you for bringing that up. That is much better than the link. I agree. Because
I'm
people
think
don't want to sit there and be like typing in more than they have to. Like I notice YouTube is pretty good because it's usually like youtube.com at then your channel name. So that's pretty simple, but sometimes you get into all this crazy numbers and letters and question marks and stuff.
yeah.
Nobody wants to type all that in. So
I just had like brain burst of ideas.
yeah, no, this
Like,
is awesome. And you being on here helps, because it's more than what I was thinking of. So
well, we all have like we all have ideas, So like I
yeah,
wouldn't have thought how to like I wouldn't have known how to do this unless you showed us how to do it or me how to do it. So thank you because
sure, but you
I'm
probably still could have figured it out. But
maybe.
definitely learning from my mistakes helps too, like telling you that the book cover is going to be a bear.
Yeah.
So just know that going into it, your format has to be perfect.
I'm
So
thinking about like what the resolution is or why,
how to make it better. Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm going to bed.
5:30 a.m. comes really quick,
Oh
so
yeah.
I'm probably going to head to bed. But thank you. And
Thanks
if you
for
have any
having.
questions, later on or whatever, you can feel free to either put your questions in the comments or, get in touch with me. My email is always in the description too. You can always email me and we can figure it out or try. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just somebody who jumped in both feet and tried it. So, hey, take care. I'll talk to you guys again soon.
Saying
Oh,
bye.
Jesse, thank you.
Bye, Jesse.
All right, I'll
Thanks
see
for
you
having
guys.
me. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming on with me, and thank you for all your help getting me going with this. So, bye.
Bye. I'll see you later.
I apparently didn't end. Oh, here we go. I didn't end the stream. Sorry about that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a mess.